Oh, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever and whenever you are. I'm back. It's been approximately 4 days since I last streamed, and I didn't mean for it to take that long, but it's just been kind of crazy the past couple of days. I had like a Christmas Friendsgiving thing to do, and then I had a bunch of stuff happen over the weekend. My sister had like an eye surgery, so I've been trying to like keep an eye on her because she can't see. So I've just been taking care of like cats and the house and everything. And in the meantime, I just haven't really had time to myself to stream anything. So yeah, that's why there's been a little bit less streams. Speaking of streams though, something that I want to show you guys is the Twitch recap, because we did it, boys. We made it to the end of the year. Here's my Twitch recap. Apparently I did 45 streams, not including this one, of course. And I streamed a bunch of Zelda and a bunch of web fishing. That's not surprising. To be honest, I've been doing a lot of just like chill games and not much else. I only recently started doing art streams, so that's what today's stream is going to be for. Art. I love doing art. I just haven't really had time to do it. So today I'm going to be doing some more artwork. But yeah, in the meantime, thanks everybody for coming to watch my streams in the meantime. You may notice I've added some extra stuff to my starting soon screen. I got the time up there and everything. And it appears like maybe every 20 seconds, but yeah. The uptime is technically wrong because I was sitting in OBS for like 5 minutes before this, but yeah, those are just stream elements things that I decided to add, and I animated them myself. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, let's draw Neuro. It's been so long since I've made a comic. It's been almost a month. I'm gonna get rid of this Bomberman music. That was Redial from Bomberman Hero. Fantastic song, by the way. Love that song. I'll put on a winter playlist. This is called Deep Into the Snow. Cozy winter video game music. And we'll just have that on in the background. I'll switch to my desktop here. So this is actually how all of my comics look before I start drawing them. And yeah, it's kind of a blank slate. But I have 4 panels to tell a story in and make it either cute or funny. And it's a little difficult, I'll be honest. It is a little bit difficult. But, you know, that's okay. We can figure it out along the way. I've already got everything set up. So, I kind of want to make a comic about the recent Doug and Neuro collab. Hold on, let's actually get our colors right here. I'll just start out with a black pencil. And I need to make a new layer. So this is just a template I have here. But I'm going to be drawing lines on this layer. Okay. Is that big enough? That's probably big enough. I'm probably going to get rid of the color correction there. I added like noise and color correction to this to make it look a little bit more authentic to authentic for comics, but you know how it goes. So I think for the first panel I'm gonna have like a cactus, and Neuro and Beetle are in the desert trying to find out where they are. And like the idea is I want to work Doug into this by making him his little pepper, the bell pepper. And I might just make that like a robot. But he'll show up. He'll be on the cactus over here, spying on Neuro. Okay, this is a little too small. Let's make this something like that. She needs to be looking down, so I'll draw the eyes kind of like this. Is this the wrong thing? This is the mapping pen. My bad. Now you get to see all the mistakes that I'm gonna make, because I don't know how to draw correctly. I'm just gonna, like, put the eyes right here. I always start out with the eyes, because it's a lot easier to imagine the rest of Neuro once I've got her face kind of drawn in. Okay. Maybe she could be... Should she be frowning, maybe? Something like that. Yeah, something like that. She's gonna be a little confused, because she doesn't know where we are, but she's gonna pretend that she knows. You know, kind of like she always has. So we'll have her hair kind of swoop over. And, you know, I've been drawing Neuro like this for a little while. So it's really not so difficult for me to kind of get a quick sketch of her out. It's been a while since I've drawn, though, so I'm a little rusty. I'm gonna have to think about this. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, okay. So her face is gonna be a little bit square there. I kind of want to fix that. Okay. We gotta get the swoops in. This is bad. I need to erase this. Oh no, I'm not on the snap eraser. The snap eraser is what works best for me. There, no, nope. There we go. I've been drawing a lot of other stuff besides Neuro, so I have to kind of get back into drawing cartoons. Well, we'll have a little bit of a frown, because she's thinking. And, you know, she's a little slow, but she's got the spirit. So we'll just start with that. That'll be our Neuro. We're gonna have a map. We'll have a map right here. And, you know, I don't sketch this stuff out like ahead of time, so it's just gonna be, it's gonna be a little scuffed. There we go. The map is gonna be very much like a... Oh god. It's gonna be very crinkled up. She doesn't know what to do with it. I hope everyone's doing good today. It's Tuesday, so it's probably the worst part of the week. Because you worked yesterday and the weekend's still a long way away, you know? So... But, you know, once you get to Wednesday, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And the weekend is just a couple of days away. I'm using the wrong pen again. It needs to be... something like that. And then we'll draw her hands... kind of like this. I just kind of, like, quickly draw them in, and if they look wrong, then I'll fix them later. But we need just to get something on the paper. And this actually makes her look like she's a little bit big because of how she's holding the map. So why don't we bring the map closer? We'll bring it a little bit closer to her face. There we go. And then I can just erase some of these lines I don't need. There we go. Perfect. Looks like we haven't dropped any frames yet, so I'm just gonna keep hoping that my ISP allows me to draw this in peace. Okay. Alright, there we go. So, Beetle is gonna be right here on her head. And it's really easy to draw Beetle. He's literally just like a semicircle and a circle. So there you go. And then he just draws little legs. Okay. And then I usually draw Neuro's bows kind of like this. And then we draw the rest of her hair. The twin tails are so cute. Alright. Is that good? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, her a little cowlick right here. There we go. That's cute. And we don't really need to draw too much of her clothing. Because the map is pretty much going to be covering most of her body here. Looks like she's reading a map or a pamphlet or something. Yeah, I wanted to do a kind of a nod to the Doug stream where they played GeoGuessr. So for this comic, I'm just going to be having her like stranded in the middle of a desert. And like Doug is going to appear as like a bell pepper. It'll be really funny. But like I need to actually like figure out what the comic is. I think maybe Neuro will suspect that the bell pepper is spying on her. And Beetle will obviously not believe her. But then it'll be true that the bell pepper was spying on her, because that's supposed to be like Doug's kind of stand-in. Because I've been drawing mostly VTubers in these comics. So having a flesh streamer, a normal streamer appear would be a little difficult unless I made them into a cartoon. So we'll put Beetle right there. Have his mouth open. I usually draw his mouth on the side. It's a little bit easier that way. And Beetle is always very, very small compared to Neuro. So we'll just do that. And honestly, it doesn't really even matter how his shell looks. We can just kind of make it up. Don't forget the tail. Okay. So Beetle will be trying to figure out where they are, and Neuro won't know what the answer is, of course. She's probably gonna say it's like Hawaii, because I think that was one of the rounds that they were wrong. They guessed Hawaii, and it was actually like Guam, or some American-owned island in the Pacific. So let's see. We'll draw her feet. And I just draw like little beans. Hold on, we can make this a little bit better. Something like this. And then I draw the strap, or the whatever it's called, and then her legs will be like right there. And I'll just color this part in. She wears black leggings. I do have references for Neuro and Beetle and Evil. Obviously the reference for Evil is very outdated, because I just screen grabbed the concept art from Annie's stream that one time she drew Evil on stream. But that's kind of what I used to determine how I drew Neuro and company. There we go. Well, yeah, the hair on her back, the hair on the back of her head really hangs low, almost as low as her feet. That's kind of what I wanted to do. So let's see, am I missing anything? I don't know. Alright, I guess I can just start drawing the cactus. So we'll put a cactus over here. And it'll be a normal looking cactus. Very, very unsuspicious looking cactus. We'll have part of it go off screen. But then we're gonna put Doug's bell pepper right here. Very, very unsuspecting. It'll just be sitting there. Maybe I can make it a little bit smaller. But the idea here is we're kind of setting up the joke before it's necessary. And you might look at this and think, oh, well, that's just like a regular bell pepper. Nothing odd about that. And I won't reveal that it's not an ordinary bell pepper until later. Okay, I don't need to erase, like, every line. I just need to imply some of this. I'll draw some spines. With the correct pencil, preferably. I always draw cactuses like this. Cacti, you just gotta make the saguaro. I don't draw round cactuses, I draw saguaro cactuses. Those are the best kind. Evil, don't you dare. Yeah, that one's an old one. Yeah, that was from one of the comics about evil. One of the first comics I made about evil. Some of these spines are a little too parallel. We can fix that. So, we got our cactus mostly here. We'll draw some lines to indicate the shape. The shape here is very, it's very ribbed, or ridged, I guess you would say. I don't need to draw every line, I just need to draw some. So now you know. If you had any doubts before that this was a cactus, now you know. And I have been to a desert filled with saguaro cactuses. And they get huge. Some of them get so big that you even wonder if they were even a cactus at all. If it was like a tree maybe encased in cactus flesh. They get kind of crazy. Life of Evil was the first evil. Yes, yes it was. You are an avid comic reader, aren't you? You are flexing your knowledge. And that's good. We'll draw some mountains in the back here. They don't really matter that much. But whenever you're in a desert, like in Arizona, you see so far off into the horizon, you can see every mountain that's like thousands and thousands of miles away, even though there's like tons of land in between because it's just so flat and arid. You could draw some bushes or whatever, tumbleweeds. I'm not going to put too much effort into these. They're just background elements. We'll put some rocks. Some boulders. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, it looks kind of rocky enough. So they have no idea where they are. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can join me. I'm making Neuro-Comics today. And honestly, I don't know why I didn't think of streaming this stuff before in the past, because it's prime content. I guess I just didn't want to spoil people on, like, the punchline of the comic, right? But it's really not that big of a deal. Most people will probably not be even awake to see this stream. Because there's a lot of people in the Discord. And, you know, some of them are active, some of them are not so active. I'm one of the very not so active members of the Discord. Which is fine, I don't really mind. I can just post my stuff and then leave. And that's all I need to do. Alright, so since I drew a bunch of stuff, We're gonna do the secret hack here and just kind of copy paste this over here. I try not to copy paste too much, but you know, whenever you're drawing a character 4 times in a row, or sometimes like 8 to 10 times in a row, you want to save as much time as you can. So we'll keep the background the same, and we'll redraw Neuro, because she's going to be interacting with Vidal. And I can just erase most of this. Pecking Order is my favorite Neuro comic. I'm glad you like that one. That one's fun. Because it kind of represents the dynamic between Neuro and Vidal and Annie pretty well, I think. And you don't get a lot of family streams, unfortunately, between the 3 of them. Because Vidal's very busy, he's always working, and then Annie has, like, her own issues she's trying to get through, so, like, seeing them online is pretty rare, especially at the same time, because, you know, they're in completely different time zones. And that's pretty rough. I need to pull up a reference of Neuro real quick, because I don't actually remember which way her cowlick goes. It goes to the right, I think? Yeah, Evil's goes to the left, Neuro's goes to the right. So, that's something I've messed up quite a bit in the past. This year is pretty bad for Annie. Yeah, and I do feel bad for her, but, you know, she's getting better, it looks like. We'll just put a mouth right here. We'll have her look up. There we go. There we go. In fact, Vidal is busy right now getting ready for Neuro's birthday. Yes. Yes, he is. He is very, very busy. I know he's cooking, and you know what? I trust him. So I don't mind the lack of streams, because I know that the end product that he's going to come up with is going to be so good. Although I kind of do wish he would, like, show us more behind-the-scenes stuff. I understand why he doesn't. It's kind of tough to not spoil everything whenever you're cooking as much as he is. Okay, so... It's really hard to make characters, like, look up in a comic. Because most of the time, I'm drawing them with just, like, beady little eyes. But with Neuro and Evil, they have more anime-ish eyes, so... I can get away with more stuff this way. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. So we'll draw that. The only thing we know is the original song, I think. Maybe the new model? Yeah, I know about that stuff, because that stuff has been, like, a year in the making, right? So, trying to get all of that stuff done in a year, especially with all the setbacks and everything, I'll be impressed if he gets all that done. Like, don't even think about Abandoned Archive releasing, you know? I know that still has his release date for 2024. I don't think that's going to happen. Alright, so there's Vidal. Not every one of these frames is going to be exactly the same. And that's totally fine. So we'll draw his little feet again. This time I'm gonna draw one of his legs out, because it looks more like he's explaining something. It's really hard to get the detail on a turtle's face in a comic like this, so I kind of have to be as expressive as possible. Evil's disastrous birthday was a highlight this year. Yeah, I enjoyed that very much. Even though it was kind of sad to watch, it was kind of funny. I'm glad it was good. Because I'm looking forward to see what he comes up with next year. Come on, alright. It's a little bit of a mess. I'll have to erase some stuff right here. There we go. I think some of the detail got lost. There we go. And usually by this point, I'm trying to come up with the dialogue. So let's try and get that done. I've got some guides here so that I can write them on these lines here, and they... Hold on, let's turn off the snapping so I can come up with something for this. This will be text. I don't use any, like, fonts or anything. I just draw it out. We'll just start with him saying, Neural, where are we? In fact, you know what? Because I don't have her speaking in this panel, I'm just going to have Vidal do a little bit of narration here. We'll have a little bit of an inside joke from the GeoGuessr stream. My favorite collabs this year were Cerber's Dog School and Minnie's Camping Trip. I remember watching the camping trip, but I think I missed most of the Dog School one. I mostly just saw clips of that one. Yeah, Cerber's real cute. I'm glad that she's been kind of on the rise. She's been getting, like, a bunch of viewership lately. And she used to not even be, like, partnered. I was kind of surprised to see her partner badge so quickly after Vidal raided. We'll just put a bit of dialogue here. You probably already know where I'm going with this. If you recall. In Doug's stream, they were guessing Kyoto constantly. So I'm just gonna add that right there. And we'll just reiterate. He knows that it's not Japan, so... So we'll have that. We'll put our speech bubble right here. And I could probably fix some of the sizing a little bit. Because there's a lot of blank space. Hold on. Let's do a free transform, actually. something like that. That's a little bit bitter. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. Oh, I accidentally erased some stuff here. Filtered. Yeah, Neuro, she's pretty good at GeoGuessr whenever she wants to be, and other times she's not helpful at all. So then we'll have Neuro talk in this one. She's not going to say very much. She'll probably just say Hawaii. I guess, I mean, we need to suggest how she came to the conclusion that they're in Hawaii. I think maybe she'd base it off of, like, the wind or something. I'm just gonna say something that Neuro would probably say. I don't know if she actually said this in the stream. But it needs to sound kind of AI generated. Although I've never really confirmed in my comics whether or not she's like an AI. I just kind of wanted to make it look like they were family. Yeah, she is very, very good at GeoGuessr. But, you know, part of that is because she has access to the internet in some capacity. But, like, I was super impressed. Okay. So we'll put this down right here. I guess I didn't need to erase so much of this. Oh well. I'm pretty sure this music is from Kirby, because it's Rainbow Resort. I think it's a remix of Rainbow Resort. Very underrated Kirby song. And then Vito's just gonna follow up. He's just gonna tell her, no, it's not Hawaii. I like how Evil has a slightly relaxed filter. Yeah, that's a pretty good comparison to Neuro, because it allows Evil to be a little bit more abrasive and free to say some very outlandish stuff. All right. My handwriting is real bad today. But that's okay. Trying to frame these can sometimes be a bit of a pain. So there's only so much space. And I gotta make sure all the text fits on each panel without disturbing the integrity of the image or the artwork. Because if I cover up too much of the art and it's just text, then it's not a comic anymore, it's just a book. Okay, so from this point on, I think I'm just gonna lasso the background here. I'm gonna redraw Neuro and Beetle almost entirely. Because at this point, she needs to accuse the environment of spying on her. And we can get rid of some of this. It's not too important. This panel is a little bit thinner than the rest of them, and I did that on purpose to make it seem like it's kind of like hiding the punchline a little bit. Because once you get a bigger canvas to work with on the punchline, it's much more clear what's happening. There's Osu skills are godlike. Yeah, I agree. They are pretty damn good. That's like the first game she learned how to play before she was a VTuber. And I wasn't there for most of that. I only really got into watching Neuro around the time she was banned. So, I guess getting banned was a good thing, because I discovered Neuro as a result. And then I started making comics in, like, July last year. I'm just adding a little bit of extra detail to these mountains, because I want to. Just a little bit. Now they actually look a little bit better. There we go. Someone tell Vadal there's a problem with my AI. I know. She's like... She's real annoying about it sometimes. It's funny when she breaks. Just because, like, it doesn't happen quite as often as it used to. It used to happen a bunch. Now it's a little bit more rare. Okay. So we're gonna have Neuro pointing at something over here. She's gonna point at the cactus. We'll have her eyes kind of wide. Okay. Draw her little eyelashes here. There we go. I don't know where this music's from. I think it's probably from Zelda. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not from Zelda. I think the eye shape is a little off, but... Let's see here. There we go. That looks a little bit better. She's gonna be shouting at this cactus. Something like that, maybe. It still looks a little off. I think it's the eye shape. That's the problem. That looks a little better. The expressiveness can sometimes go in the wrong direction if I make her features too soft. And then you have no idea what she's supposed to convey. This is an angry neuro. And I might reposition this eye right here. She looks a little bit cross-eyed. Nah, I don't know if there's much I can do here. Yeah, that's probably as good as we're gonna get. So we'll draw the rest of her right there. There we go. Don't forget the heart pin. Gotta remember that. Sometimes I forget. Okay. The rest of this should be pretty easy to draw. So we'll just draw in our ribbons. And our twin tails. I think I know what my problem is. I'm not drawing her head nearly big enough. There we go. There we go. I think this is what I was looking for. There, I think that's a little bit better. And then she's just gonna be like pointing. Give her a little bit of a finger point. There we go. And then let's not forget to draw a Beetle here. I guess it didn't matter that I tried to draw her head a little bit bigger. Nero loves going trigger happy with her timeouts. That's true. That's very true. So let's put Beetle right here. I guess it looks like he kind of fell a little bit. Let's do this a little bit better. He still needs to look like he's on top of Neuro's head, so we can fix that. Better. Here we go. I think this is looking a little bit better. Calic will be hiding a little bit behind Beetle. Or Vettel, I guess. I pronounce his name wrong all the time because of Neuro. I've watched so much. It's just kind of like second nature at this point. Okay. I'll just draw his eyes big. His mouth is real small. I can never decide on how I want Neuro to look, so I keep erasing, which is a bad habit. There we go. This music sounds kind of like it's from Pikmin. I think it is. Yeah, it's from Pikmin 3. I haven't played Pikmin 2 or 3 yet. And I recently bought Pikmin 4 so that I could play it in the future. But that's another game that I haven't really dived into yet. I've only played the first one. Technically, her bows are supposed to go behind her hair like this. But I don't really like to draw it that way. I just kind of take an artistic liberty. I guess that looks a little bit better. And then her other arm will be outstretched. She'll still be gripping the map, of course. But it's gonna be wadded up. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, I think that's the right move to make. Something like that. It just needs to look like she's gripping it. Because she's so mad. She's absolutely certain that the plants are staring. That one time when Vidal turned the filter off was hilarious. I agree, I think that was a really good stream. Even though it was a little dangerous. I think he should do it more often. Like, have a unfiltered stream, like, once every month or something. Maybe not once a month, but, like, every so often. And I know he's got, like, a third channel, or fourth channel, or whatever, for testing. I think, like, tier 3 subs were able to watch him develop, Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. So there's, like, exclusive content. Okay. Maybe we can do that. There we go. I think the sailor outfit works a little bit better when you can clearly see each piece. So now that the map is not blocking her bow anymore, We'll have the bow front and center here. And the bow is pretty big compared to her, like, whole body. And I'm gonna have her body kind of curved a little bit. Just gotta get that line of action. We can erase this part now. Okay. Maybe it'll look like that. And it's very important that I make her the same height that she is supposed to be. The skirt kind of ends like right there. It's mostly being blocked, but that's fine. And then the feet are like right there. There we go. I don't have to draw too much of the feet. Just enough to know that they're there. More Minecraft music. I think this might be one of my favorite Minecraft songs. Is this Wet Hands? Yeah. Man, Minecraft got an update recently. Whoa, this guy stinks! Oh, brother! What do you mean I stink? Artist, more like fartist. Listen, if you weren't my mod, I would ban you. I would have banned that guy. But since you're my mod, I can't really do that. Oh, God. How's your day been, Mako? You get enough veggies and meat to eat? You staying hydrated? Okay. By the way, Mako, this comic is basically just a nod to the GeoGuessr stream, just for reference. So, if you haven't watched the Doug collab with Vidal and Neuro, it was hilarious, and you should watch it. It's really, really good. I was really surprised that Neuro and Vettel were able to pull through. Then again, I guess maybe I shouldn't have been surprised because Doug was struggling so much with his chat. I should expect it at this point, that the chat only exists to make fun of Doug, call him bald, and not help him in any way whatsoever. Alright. So we got Neuro here now. We got Vettel. Let's see. We can make her jacket kind of drape a little bit. And I usually put the pockets on here, even though it doesn't really matter. And there's the back of her sailor outfit. And that's pretty much it. That's all you have to do to draw Neuro. And... oh, yeah, I guess I should put the highlights in her eyes. I erased all of these mountains for no reason. Okay. We're just Bob Rossing it at this point. Bob Ross those mountains. Alright. So now here comes the fun part. We need to set up the punchline. So like these two were basically just kind of giving you context as to what's happening. They don't really contribute to the punchline too much, other than the fact that the punchline takes place in this setting. This is really where the joke comes in. She's gonna accuse the cactus of watching her. Or the bell pepper. But, like, trying to get from this to this is the hard part. I really do have to think about the dialogue here. Usually I have the dialogue written out by now. But not today, because I wanted to try and stream the whole process from beginning to end. Also, I need to save. Hold on. Oh god, no. Oh god, what have I done? Save as. I need to save this. We'll just call this... Whoa, what happened? Did my microphone mute? Was my microphone muted this whole time? What happened? Oh, no. I don't know how long I've been muted. Oh well. That's okay. That's okay. Dang. Oh well. That's fine. I'm just kind of going through this, like, one step at a time. Yeah, I don't know how long I've been muted, but oh well, that's fine. We'll buff it out. Yeah, no, I accidentally muted and I didn't even notice. Sorry about that. No, but that's fine. We can create a chill atmosphere. We can just say it was intentional. It'll be fine. Alright, now I'm gonna combine these two. Okay. I've been chilling to the music for like 20 minutes. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Is this gonna, like, overwrite my color? Yeah, it is. Let's make a new layer. I've been silent since I started writing the third panel. Ooh. Oh well. I feel like a dumbass. Alright. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Shit. Yeah. I'm pretty dumb. I think I accidentally hit a mute button. But we're good now. My dialogue really wasn't anything to write home about anyway. So y'all didn't miss much. I was just kind of explaining, like, the process I go through, and I mean, it's pretty much exactly what you saw. I start out with visuals here, and I try to get all the text to fit on one half and all of the visuals to fit on the other half. As long as I can accomplish that, clarity is pretty much guaranteed. Okay. So now I'm gonna pick one of my past comics to open here. This is one of my past comics. Let me actually open up the real Clip Studio file, though. Because I'm just gonna color pick. Actually, let's do this. I'll open up this one. Now I have layer information. Yeah. I need to think about this. So I was just like really thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the color correction and the noise, but I don't feel like trying to find the right color through trial and error. I'm just gonna color pick from that one. Let's lock this layer and start a new layer. This one will be for Neuro and Vettel. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna try and stay a little bit close. There should be, like, no gaps. It should all just be the color of her hair. And then I'll fill in the rest of it with a different color after that. I guess I don't need to color this, but I will. Let's see here. This part... Yeah, this part can be erased. There we go. Wonderful. Now let's get skin tone. Oh. We'll lock it again. We'll start working on her face. That's not right. There we go. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, you know what? It's because I'm not getting this down here. There we go. That's better. We'll clean up a little bit, because it tends to bleed outside the edges a little bit. It's hardly noticeable whenever you look at the comic very far away. But whenever you zoom in, you notice all these little things, and that bothers me specifically. There we go. So we got that part done. Let's not forget her little fingies. Color the fingies. We'll do this again. Okay. I think that looks a little bit better. All right. Okay. And then we'll get the last full body panel colored here. I've been cartooning since I was a kid, so some of this stuff just comes naturally to me, I guess, after a while. Because I've been doing it for so long. What is this? This needs to be light blue. But I have been doing this for a very, very long time. Yep. That's a real fear. Is that if I can help it, I imagine people noticing all of my errors, even though technically there aren't errors to most people. They don't look like errors. They look fine. It's like, oh, that was intentional, but maybe to me it wasn't intentional. And it makes me feel kind of weird. I don't like really being watched while I draw. And I guess part of the reason is because I'm pretty silent whenever I draw anyway. I don't talk to people when I draw. Sometimes I want to be in the zone. There we go. More Breath of the Wild music? I don't know, I just had like a random YouTube playlist pop up and I selected that, and that's what I'm listening to. But I do like some good piano music here and there. That's pretty relaxing. Okay, so we got the ribbons. Thank you, Subdrizer. I really do appreciate you guys reading my comics. As long as somebody enjoys them, then I'll know that it was worth it. So I'm kind of doing multiple things all on one layer here, because I know I can get away with doing that. There we go. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Gotta love the classics. Oh, let's see. Did my playlist end? Did my playlist end? Okay, let's do this one. POV, you woke up as a villager. It's an Animal Crossing playlist. This is kind of the same music that Annie listens to on her art streams. I know she likes Animal Crossing. And, you know, I've been playing a lot of web fishing. Maybe not in the past couple of weeks, but, like, it was on my recap for Twitch streams. So I played a bunch of it. That's just one of those games where you know you're gonna like it because you like Animal Crossing or things that are like that. It's just like a comfy game. I do love me some comfy games. Come on. There we go. The coloring doesn't need to be perfect, per se. As long as it's serviceable. Well, let's put the whites in her eyes. Excellent. And typically, I try to stream as often as I can, but it's only like maybe twice or 3 times a week recently because of how busy Christmas season is. And now that Vettel is not streaming, I'm okay with streaming earlier times, because I try to catch the streams and not overlap them with my streams. Even though it doesn't matter. None of this matters. I just don't want to miss anything, you know? Okay, let's see, what else? What else? The shoes? Nero's shoes are not in this comic. What have I done? I should have sampled the original. I just do this for all of my comics. Once I get one color comic, I'll just sample the colors directly so that the colors are consistent every single time. And I think once I get these shoes colored, I will move on to the rest of her outfit. This is New Leaf music, and I enjoy it very much. I really do miss playing New Leaf. That was like a one-of-a-kind game. The year is 2013. It really was a different kind of experience, especially being able to play with so many people. Alright, new layer. Lock the previous one. I will sample the blue. There we go. And now we will do the blue part of our outfit. Oh, come on. That didn't work. I'll fill it in manually. Welcome, Rufus. You are looking at behind-the-scenes content right now. This is exclusive behind-the-scenes content of me making comics. I typically try to separate my fan art from my content because I just want to. I want to keep it separate that way, but you know, today I was like, if I'm streaming the artwork I'm making, I guess just this once I can combine the two into one deal here. We got fan art and stream content. 2 in 1. And maybe I should do this more often. Because I do enjoy drawing, and I want to stream more often, and I haven't had a lot of chances to stream. Especially because I run out of, like, games that I want to play. I know I have plenty of games that I've started playing that I never finished. And that's mostly my own fault for not having the patience or the motivation to continue. Really is 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you know what? I don't have any other ideas for content. But if I can make a comic and then post it and stream myself making it, that counts. That counts for both. Streaming and, like, just artwork, because I need to draw more. Okay. I really shouldn't be doing the entire outfit's colors all at once. It's fine. We're making it work. So that's all of the outfit colored, pretty much. The map needs to be a different color. I guess I can make it kind of like this white color. Well, we'll make it more yellowish. So let's combine these 2 layers. All right. I'm coloring the map. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Now that looks more like a map. It's not so brown and ugly. Well, I guess there are brown maps. Because they're old. And I actually kind of like the old yellowed look of vintage maps. I like looking at them. I like designing old looking maps. It's just a joy. Makes you wonder, like, what kinds of secrets there are hiding in the hills and the valleys. Comic is hard. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. I have to draw 4 times in a row? Are you kidding me? Most people just draw once. They draw 1 panel, they draw 1 piece of artwork, and they're done. I have to do 4 times as many images. Or more. That's why the big comics I haven't really done a ton of. Because I have to do so many drawings. And I'm like, ugh. I don't want to keep doing this. Yeah, all of these have darkness for the inside of Nero's mouth, so I guess I'll just do darkness. This might actually be my favorite song from Animal Crossing. I think this is 1 AM. But it's like, it's perfect for for chill stream, you know? I could vibe to it. I don't even care about doing any activities. I just want to sit there and vibe to the music until it's over. Alright, I think there's one more thing I need to do. I need to grab her eye color. It's like a light blue. We color the eyes. Technically they're highlights, but I just color them with the blue here. There we go. Oh. And I forgot. I need her bow tie. There we go. Except it didn't work. Hello? There we go. Animal Crossing New Horizons overrated, bro. I only played 3 hours, so bored, and I deleted. Well, yeah, that's one of those games that it's very slow to get into. But I guess all of the Animal Crossing games are kind of like that. They purposefully make you wait. So if you don't have patience, then you're just not gonna like it. But Animal Crossing New Horizons is especially slow. It's like really slow. So I got bored and time traveled pretty early on. Typically I wait until an entire year has passed before I start like time traveling, but like, man, it was the pandemic and it was rough. I needed stuff to do. I didn't want to be done after an hour. Are you kidding me? An hour's worth of content for one day? I didn't want to do that. So I was like, fuck it. I'm time traveling. Yeah, New Leaf is a way better game that I would recommend 10 times over New Horizons, so if you have a 3DS, you should play New Leaf. I got a copy of it for like $16 at a local store. So you know you can have fun with it, and it's pretty cheap. The fun part of New Horizons was breaking the game and duping 30 million bells, not the Animal Crossing part. Yeah, that did happen. I might have tried doing that at some point. I love my cat villagers, but you can't really do that much with them in New Horizons. Yeah, I know. Like, the dialogue is so... like, it's so tired and done. I don't care for it at all. New Leaf had so much more personality, man. We need to color this pepper. It's kind of reddish orange, isn't it? Doug's pepper. So let's do this. I will lock this layer. Is that right? I feel like that's the right color. But I really miss the old dialogue from the original Animal Crossing game where the villagers were rude as hell. And they were just really mean for no reason. I was like, this is the kind of stuff that would make a grown adult cry if they said that to you in real life. Like, why are they so mean? But once again, that was the most personality they've ever had. They've just been watered down with every new installment. It kind of pisses me off. It's like, where's my fun villagers that get angry at me? They're so polite in New Horizons. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to be mad at you, but you're kind of in the way right now. You're kind of annoying me. You know, just say it, man. Don't be polite about it. Just tell me I'm an asshole and then, like, chase me away. I don't know. I'll hit you with a net a few dozen times, but if you don't get mad, then what's the point? There's no point to it. Alright, now we're pretty much done coloring Neuro. Neuro and Vettel are completely colored. They are all done. They are all colored in. So let's work on the background. Yeah, none of this stuff has to be any specific color as long as it's like... it's colored in differently. And I usually don't render out the images I draw on these, I just leave them flat colored. Because it's so much more effort to try and render things and shade them out. And this is like a 4-panel comic. You're gonna read it in like 30 seconds, and then you're gonna be done. And you're gonna move on with your life. So I really don't need to spend more than a couple of hours on something like this. Dude, this always happens. My language keeps shifting from English to Japanese every single time I draw something. It's like I'm hitting a button somewhere, and it's like swapping it over. Listen, man, I don't know enough Japanese to be able to type in it. Let us combine these two. I kind of want this to be... Maybe I can make that another cactus. Yeah, you know what? Let's make that another cactus. Ooh, I love this song. This is a good song. Every song from New Leaf is really good. Stop rotating! Is this, what is this? Is this 4 p.m.? Is this 4 p.m.? What is this? 14 minutes in. This is 3 p.m. I was off by an hour. The previous one was 4 p.m. from New Leaf. Yeah, 3 p.m. It's a vibe. I will say the music in New Horizons was very, very good. It was chill. Especially like 5 p.m. and I think 6 or 8 a.m. 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. were like bangers. Gotta map your language switch to mouse click so every time your pen hits the tablet, you're even more confused. No, please, please, don't do this. I beg you. It's too much. It's too much. I can't deal with it. Alright, these mountains need to be, like, red, maybe? Reddish-orange? Reddish-orange, brownish, orange, reddish, yellowish-orange. Just every color, every single color in the universe. They need to be all the colors. There are some rocks that have, like, rainbow colors. They've got, like, these crazy, like, patterns in them. I don't know where they're located. I just know I've seen them before in pictures, and I'm like, that can't be real, but it's real. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I just need to give the impression that they are far from civilization. Oh, this isn't gonna work, is it? Yeah, that did work. I need to fill in some of the blanks here. I have a lot of implied lines because I draw with the intention of, like, letting the viewer use their imagination to fill in the blanks. And it's great. That's kind of what art is. You kind of want to leave some work up to the imagination. Why is this not filling in? Oh my goodness. Come on. Alright. At this point, I'm just gonna lasso all this that I colored in. We'll just copy and paste. Look at that. I'm a genius. I don't have to spend so much time coloring everything in 4 times in a row. I can just copy and paste. That's the beauty of digital art. You can save so much time. Nobody will know. Nobody will know that I... Well, actually, I guess they will know because they're watching the stream. They'll never know how lazy I really am. Now they know. They know everything now. I've revealed all of my secrets. I have no more secrets to reveal. Oh no, I'm starting to cover in the turtle a little bit. There we go. Since this is on a new layer, I can just erase. Okay. I think this song is from City Folk. I think, yeah, City Folk's one of those games that I experienced almost vicariously through other people and through Smash Brothers as a whole. Because New Leaf was technically like my first full Animal Crossing game. I played a little bit of the GameCube one as a kid, but mostly I just played the NES games they included on there, because you can get NES games in Animal Crossing. And I think that's kind of crazy that they put so many other real games in the game, and you can just play them. It's fantastic. But that's kind of what I did on the original Animal Crossing. I didn't really play the actual game. And then New Leaf came out in 2013, and that's kind of where I was like, you know what, I should try this, because this looks like a lot of fun. And it was. I played like 700 hours of that game. Well, I guess I also played 700 hours of New Horizons, but that's only because of pandemic. That's only because of pandemic time. I was losing my mind. I needed stuff to do. Okay. I kind of want to render out at least a little bit of the desert here, because it's a little bare. It's super dry out. Maybe we'll do transparent watercolor. Maybe that's too much. That's fine. We're Bob Rossing it up now. The desert is dry! Oh no, who would have thought? Certainly not me. Certainly not Neuro. Because she thinks they're in Hawaii. Wow, that actually looks a lot better. Why didn't I think of that before? We'll just do a little bit of coloring. Just a little bit of gradient. That really makes it feel a little bit more far away. Alright, now we copy and paste this hard work that we did. Once again, I'm definitely not being lazy here, but also I have to draw the same image 4 times, so I can be a little lazy. I can be a little bit lazy here. What am I doing? Okay, maybe I will have to do a little bit of work here, because I kind of moved a Neuro in this panel. Oh no, they see through my ruse. I'm not lying, I swear. Okay, that's fine. And I guess with this one, I don't really care. I can just ham it up. I should probably color the tumbleweed too. That looks pretty good. Okay. There's still a couple of other things I need to color in. We'll just do another merge, another layer. Gotta draw in the whites of his eyes. Stop! This will be white. These teardrops slash sweat drops will be white. As long as you can tell they're there, that's all I care about. There we go. What else do I need to color? The speech bubbles definitely need to be colored. Okay. We are so close. We are almost done. What did I just do? That's okay. Like, look how much better it looks with the color. Like, dang. Oh, and I forgot to draw the shadow for Neuro. This has a little bit of a coloring error. I don't want this to become the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, full of coloring errors. I make a lot of errors in my comics. There's stuff that I just forget to color in, and some stuff that I color wrong. Sometimes I have the cowlick the wrong way, sometimes there are things that are not drawn in the right position. But, you know, nobody's gonna notice it unless that person is me. Just, you know, like as a rule, you don't really need to worry about all the errors, because most people are not going to see that. Only you're going to see that in your own artwork. But I still get self-conscious about it. There we go. I'll put a little bit of dark brown in here too. That's fine. That looks kind of like a Peanuts drawing of a tumbleweed, but you know what, that's fine. That's kind of what we're going for. Even though this is more of a Calvin and Hobbes style, that was my biggest inspiration. Let's fill in those pesky balloons. What? Wrong layer. There we go. Will I be able to fill in this balloon too, or is it not? It's not connected enough, is it? That didn't work. As a Latino American, your comics remind me of Mafalda. I've never heard of that. Then again, I'm not Latino American, so I guess I wouldn't know what that is. But I'm glad to hear that my comics remind you of other comics, because that means that I'm doing something that you would consider professional enough that it would appear in a newspaper comic, or it would appear just like as a silly fun comic in a comic corner or something. If my comics didn't really remind you of other comics, well, I guess maybe it would be more original that way. But, you know, every really good comic was inspired by something from life. Like Garfield was inspired by Jim Davis's actual cat. Yeah, I would buy a book with this comics. Yeah, I could probably make it into a book. The problem is, I do not own the characters, so I can't really sell that. I mean, I might be able to make books and sell them at, like, a convention if I did that. But I wouldn't be able to sell them online, because they're technically not my characters, so I would not be able to make money off of this. And that's kind of the whole reason why you would put them in a book, is so that you can sell the book. I can't just give away that shit for free. It costs money. Alright, I also need to draw the shadows and probably sign the comic, because that part's not quite done. Let us do that real quick. So this part will be below the lines layer. And we can use the pencil for this. I'm just gonna make it real dark. Oh, wait. That's fine. I will be overlapping some of my line work. Even though this is on a different layer, it's gonna show through. That looks better. Maybe I can draw a shadow for the cactus too. Okay. Now I will copy and paste this. Yeah, one more time, and there we go. I'll extend that shadow out a little bit, because she's holding the map at a different angle. Alright. The shadow does not need to be, like, very complicated or anything. It's just there to indicate that it is taking up space and it exists in the world. Okay. Maybe we can put a shadow for the tumbleweed. That's fine. And since we're on a new layer anyway, we'll call this the shadow. This is Japanese because my computer switched over to Japanese. All right. And we'll do this. This is too big. This is my my art account that I'll be posting this on, so I will just use that name. Oh. I fit it in. Yay. You know what? We'll tilt it a little bit. All right. Oh, I noticed an error. Right here. Wrong color. Gotta color in the rest of that ribbon, because I decided to draw that. Okay. I think that just about wraps it up. I'm sure there's another error in here that I am not noticing. But we're just gonna call it finished. I honestly... Oh, yeah, I need to reactivate this layer and this one. The noise... It's very, very noisy. Let's make it 23. This is just a 50% gray noise that I added, so it looks a little bit more like it was printed. On this one, I actually did a filter. You can see here it looks more like it's been printed on an actual printer. Or with an actual printer, because they've got the ink dots. But the halftone is very, like, aggressive. And obviously, it doesn't look too good whenever you zoom out. There's some, like, issues rendering it on Blue Sky, at least, and I think maybe also on Twitter. But I think with this, I can get away with a little bit of noise, and we don't have to worry about any problems. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure when I'm gonna make another comic. I'll probably make one around like Christmas time, because that's in 15 days. I could probably push out another comic before then. And obviously I'm still uploading all of my old comics to Blue Sky. So I would very much appreciate it if you also follow me on Blue Sky. I have both a Twitter and a Blue Sky. So yeah, both of my artworks are this is gonna be going to both Twitter and Blue Sky. The only like Blue Sky exclusive stuff that I made are color versions of older comics. So like this comic right here and this one right here. I put these on Blue Sky exclusively just because I wanted to color them in and see what it looked like. And I think they look pretty good in color. With this kind of comic, obviously it's already in color, so it doesn't really matter what I do from here on. But you know, if I make them in black and white, there's a chance that I'll color them later. Man, my art really changed a bunch. It progressively got more and more anime. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna export this, and I will post it to Twitter and Blue Sky, and also the Discord, because I know the Neuro-Sama Discord likes to see him too. Let's see. And we'll see how fast people re-upload this to other sites. Usually it's within minutes, but since I've been slowing down, they've also been slowing down at reposting them. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. It's been 2 hours. I think that's a pretty good stream length. I do plan on streaming again this week. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna play some more Mario and Luigi Brothership, or another easy to complete game first, just because it's so close to Christmas. And I guess I could start a new playthrough of something, but it would have to be a short game, because I don't want to have it go through to the end of next year. Or I don't want to have it, like, extend into the next year. I would want it to be done. I guess I'm odd like that. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I definitely appreciate you who showed up. And I have a lot of fun streaming, even though I don't stream as often as I should, probably, now that I have started streaming. But it's okay. It's okay. I stream when I can, and I enjoy it whenever I do it. So stay tuned. I will be back again sometime in the future. And there will be more Neuro-Comics. I have no plans to stop doing that. So we're gonna raid Cerber because she's live. She's been playing Minecraft. Go say hi to Cerber for me. And I hope you all have a very nice day or evening. Later.